Hello, everybody. Welcome to this new show called You Be the Judge. My name is Eugene.
Hi Eugene. Hi Nakamo.
Okay, let me introduce myself in a bit. I'm Eugene. I'm not in the field of legal. I am in the field of IT. I'm a software developer by nature. And when I'm them,
I'm just me. I survive. That's it.
no.
I'm joking. Nakamo, and I'm a law graduate. Yes, I'm a law graduate. And by God's grace, soon to be an advocate. So yeah.
Yeah. So this is a new show per se where we debate issues, right? And part of it is we give our perspective or opinion, and the audience become the judge. We are the ones who present cases, issues. I am the plaintiff, the prosecutor. You are the defense attorney, or act as a defense attorney.
Correct.
Disclaimer: this is not public view. It's just critical debates on issues that are facing South Africa on a daily basis. What's on the table, what's trending, and what's on the media. So we come in with a different angle of creating a podcast, but we debate, pure critical debate.
Would you say it's a debate or a discussion?
I would say I give my opinion, you give your opinion,
and then the public gets to rule out.
Gets to rule.
Okay.
Yes, they get to rule us or give us their judgment on their comments.
Okay, so I guess our judge is the public. You guys are the judges.
That's why the name of the show is You Be the Judge. Unlike having one person sitting up there here to judge issues.
Matanga Commission.
Matanga Commission. No, besides Matanga Commission.
Yeah, but that one is not court per se, so.
I mean, the last court where Julius was in.
Yeah?
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
such judgment view actually hurts the legal system and judicial system of South Africa. But we're not in that. We have our own session here.
We are here.
We are here.
Yeah.
Both of us together. Single and double. So our first topic, it's called Lobola in modern South African relationships. Is it
overrated or it's important?
Is it important? Is it
needed?
So I will be the prosecutor, act as a prosecutor. I'll give my legal presentation and you give your counter legal presentation. We'll have the first round and the second round. And we have both of us, 7 minutes. 7 minutes to present our case. It doesn't matter whether we read or we know what we know, but as long as we present our case, and we need to present our case perfectly and successfully.
All right, looking forward to it. I think we should just dive in already because you look like you have oiled up and ready for me, so it's fine. Let's do it.
I'm a developer by choice, by nature. Getting ready is something that we do on a daily basis.
I'm a law graduate. I had 2 hours of sleep, so.
So you are ready, comrade.
I'm always ready. Wake me up anytime and at any given time.
So as a prosecutor, I'm gonna start my stuff, and the viewers will be our judge. So I have 7 minutes here with me. So I'm gonna give you my 7 minutes. I'm gonna start the clock, give it to you. You count until the phone will actually ring. We'll put in the middle, ring, and tell us we are ready.
Your time is up.
My time is up.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Comprende? Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
You are ready.
It just it's fine.
What?
I think that we'll talk about it off camera.
All right.
Yeah.
Because
you're ready to roast me. I know for a fact that deep down you're ready to roast me.
Don't worry.
It's fine.
Don't worry. 7 minutes. My time starts now. Right? 7 minutes. Honorable members and the judge, I stand before you today to represent the people in the case against the practice of Lobola, the traditional bride price, arguing that it's increasingly outdated and incompatible with the realities of the modern South African relationship. Lobola, why does it exist? Lobola as a weapon against gender equality. Lobola is not a harmless tradition. It's a transactional system that treats women as commodities to be purchased. I mean, you're getting sold or you're getting bought, subtly signaling that women are possessions that rather than partners. This practice falls in the face of South Africa's constitution, which guarantees equality and dignity for all citizens. This is under Section 9 of our own constitution. In modern society, demanding Lobola reinforces patriarchal dominance, keeping women financially and socially dependent, even when they are economically capable. If a man pays for a woman, does he own her? Because he pays. The symbolism of Lobola cream inequality in a country that claims to champion gender equality. Now, as we into this situation, I'm going to argue in an economic perspective. Economic oppression disguised as tradition. Lobola places immense financial pressure on young couples, turning love into a ledger of debt. Families burdened by unrealistic Lobola expectations are often forced to delay marriage or abandon it altogether. Leave love because of money. Women trapped in the system may feel obligated to marry for payment rather than choice of compromising autonomy and agency. Here is my evidence with regards to economic oppression. Studies shows Lobola demands contributing to delays or avoiding marriages among South Africans. This is by Stats SA in 2020. In a country with 32.9% unemployment, Stats by SA 2020-2025, expecting exorbitant Lobola payments is financially absurd and socially destructive. Lobola has turned romance into a tax. The higher the payment, the more the worth of a woman is presumed to have. This is outdated, demeaning, and insulting. In this modern relationship clash with Lobola. Today, relationships are about partnership, mutual respect, and shared decision making, not transaction. The Lobola expectations scream unnecessary tension, fueling resentment between families rather than building unity. A marriage is a unity between two people, not a financial transaction. Urban South African increasing reject hierarchy transaction norms in favor of equal collaboration relationship. Why celebrate love by enforcing an archaic system that prioritizes money over commitment? I mean, we get together for commitment, not money. Modern couples are quietly rebelling, choosing partnership over patriarchy. The culture evolves. Tradition should not oppress. Culture is not scared. It is a dynamic, adaptive practice like Lobola no longer serve the best interests of society and should be questioned, reformed, or abandoned. Respecting hierarchy does not require submission to outdated, criminatory practice. Couples are already innovative, symbolic Lobola, modern rituals, or an alternative symbolic honor to culture without financial or gender oppression. Here's my support point. Social logistics argue that blind adherence to traditional in the same name of culture is not respect. It is complicit in perpetuating inequality. This is by Mr. Mkize in 2021. Continuing Lobola in the current form is not cultural pride. It is a cultural stagnation. It shackles women, strains families, and glorifies inequality under the guise of tradition. So let me just close my argument and then have it there, right there before I close. Honorable court, the viewer, you the viewer. Lobola is a financial and social weapon disguised as tradition. It's perpetuating gender inequality, trapping women independence, and turns love into commerce. In modern constitutional South Africa, the tradition cannot trump equality. Lobola is just the current form, is outdated, harmful, and should be challenged. We rest our case. So I did it in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Okay.
Yes. Are you going to start?
If it pleases the judges out there, I would like to present to the court my opening statement. It's gonna be very brief.
I can count you down.
Yes, can you please let us begin? Let us begin.
Continue down. Your 7 minutes.
Starts now. If it pleases the court, if it pleases the judge, I would like to present my opening statement. Thank you so much to my very learned colleague about that. I don't know how I should put it, but probably when we get to argue going forward, I'll have the correct definition for all that. Right, so according to the Customary Marriage Act 120 of 1998, yes, I hope I made that very clear. Lobola is a customary agreement of two families, the bride and the groom. No? It is not a purchase of a woman, but a cultural practice. So, if we look at the cultural practices going back or dating back to the 1800s up until to this particular day, the Lobola concept has always been practiced, has always been in action. This is to ensure that we do not lose our own identity. This is not to lose our own DNA. So in short, my very learned colleague, you have said a mouthful with regards to the overrated of this cultural practice, which being the Lobola. So I would say that it is not overrated. It is not overrated. By all means, let us do away with the overrated. But I think you have plenty of arguments to put forward in that regard. But for as long as the law still recognizes this as a customary marriage on which both men and women have, how should I put it, legal rights, and it maintains a certain status, I believe that very much we still have a lot to talk about. For now, I would have my opening statement at that. Thank you.
All right, you did it in 4 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, that.
Yes.
So that's your opening statement.
It is.
All right. Okay, so I am gonna have my 7 minutes. Also.
Okay.
Right? As my counter.
Okay.
Yeah, right? So, here is my 7 minutes. Here. Hello?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
I trust you.
You trust me?
Yeah.
So, we're speaking about Lobola.
Yeah.
According to my understanding, Lobola is when the bride's family sends a letter, sends uncles to go and negotiate for the value of the woman.
Sure.
So meaning in a financial term, that's it sort of investing. Because what we're investing matures, what investing grows. Mm-hmm. So from the bride's point, this guy is investing. He's investing his money into this thing. He's investing. So is Lobola, my question is to the people, is Lobola a bad investment in human terms? Now, the investment analogy gone wrong here. Let me just give my perspective.
Yeah.
Lobola is offended as an investment in a marriage where a man pays for a wife with the exception of lifelong return of love, compassionate children, less arguments. But in reality, women are not assets whose values appreciated by age. They are human beings. Unlike a legitimate investment, Lobola treats them as they were financial instruments because we pay for them, which is both patriarchy and absurd. In the world of finance, the older an investment matures, the more value it accrues. Under Lobola, a woman's value is considered the highest when she is young when she is young. And supposedly decreases with age. A logic that is dehumanizing, immoral, and financially nonsensical. I mean, how do you invest in something that depreciates in value as it goes in age? It's not the same as putting my money that I was supposed to lobola you as the woman into a bank which appreciates. So this depreciates and it's not appreciating. That's lobola. A woman is bought once and it once off transaction. There is no structure to increase her value over time. Unlike real investment that grows via interest, dividends, and reinvestment. As women age, her body changes, experience childbirth, she gains life experiences, yet in other eyes of the Lobola system, she depreciates. Reduces her social and financial worth in the transaction. Well, the more she ages, the more she cannot work. She has health issues, legs problem, anger issues, all the unnecessary health issues comes in.
Oh hell no!
Man, what menopause? Eyesight problem, anger issues. Is that a real investment? No. Lobola treats life and human development as a depreciating asset, punishing natural aging and experience, and rewarding superficial youth, a system incompatible with morality, equality, and common sense. Now, every investment has a risk. We know the risk. This is a risk without return. What's my return? As a man who lobos a woman, what's my return in that situation? Stress, anger issues, investigator, private investigator, investigating you.
Detective.
Real investment carries risk, but also potential long-term return. Lobola offers no financial, emotional, and social guarantees. Relationship fails. Divorce can occur. Love and partnership cannot be bought. This is a high risk and non-performing investment disguised as culture. The zinger. You cannot buy loyalty, respect, or love. You can't. But Lobola pretends that you can. That is financially illiterate and morally bankrupt. You're bankrupting all the husbands who pay Lobola because you're selling them fiction. You're selling them artificial love, so-called artificial love for long life learning and love life. You're selling them artificial. Cultural super crisis. Advocates argue Lobola maintains traditions. Advocates. Yet it's a transaction with no growth potential, unlike culture itself, which evolves. The system fails both principle and practice. Men overspend for diminishing returns on women and women are objectified, and families are pressured financially. Lobola is a one-time bad debt disguised as tradition, a loss for both the investor and the person in purchase. Honorable Court, Lobola cannot be called an investment. It is a cultural financial misadventure. It punishes women for aging, commodifies human beings, and forces men into unnecessary debt unnecessarily. If we understand finance, ethics, and modern values, both Lobola is a failed investment, morally, socially, and financially. That's our case. Why pay for Lobola if you're not getting a good deal? All men must get a good deal. Telling me that you can wash and clean, I can still get all those services for a small purchase monthly. Why have a once of debt, yet again I'm gonna cause myself trouble? That's trouble. That's why men in society will actually ask their question, what do you bring to the table? What more are you gonna bring to the table that I already have? You know, for a man, paying for Lobola, it's like filling a cup that's already full. There's nothing that's gonna change. It's just a waste investment. That's my time. That's my case.
I knew you were gonna laugh like that. I knew it. That you're waiting for you to finish this so you can give a laugh.
That's my closing case. So you have 7 minutes.
Thank you for that, my learned colleague. I will never call you my learned colleague because somehow I feel like at times the word shouldn't be used, but they're using it. Right. To start off everything else, I want us to remember that Lobola, this is not a purchase. Yes, Lobola is not a purchase. And if I'm speaking on behalf of all women out there, Lobola is not a purchase. Hence, I said in the beginning of my opening statement that Lobola has been a cultural practice. No? Cultural practice in what? In what sense, Kamu? Right. This, when a man approaches to say that I want to build a family with you, I want to marry you, I want to carry my surname, I want. You come from a different DNA from that man. You two are strangers. No? So for him to show that my intentions are pure, my intentions are this and that, he needs to show up at your home. How are you then expected to, how is then a man supposed to say, I'm showing up to make my intentions to your parents empty-handed? Then it was used for, I'm gonna use my vernac, dikgomo. Nzeba giftana dikgomo, whatever the case might be, or land or whatever they never giftana ka yona. This is to show the seriousness of the man coming from a different family, wanting to take what belongs to that family into his family. And the reason for that is an exchange of gifts, in a sense that they believe that when a woman is taken away from Kamogabo, going to the man's home, this is childbirth. You grow the surname. You understand my point? So how do you then take away something from that family and not compensate? Remember, that compensation that does not even last a year. Oh, by then, if it was cattle, at least they give birth, they multiply. Then you know for a fact that, oh, now I have, recurring wealth going forward. It is not a purchase. And the second point that you made was, my question to you was that, do you suggest that women have a cutoff age of being married? Because you mentioned something like, when you make that purchase, you already filling a cup that is full because we come with problems. We come with menopause. We this and we that. At the beginning of a relationship, when you start to be in a relationship with somebody, you already know the type of age that this person has already reached. You already know the kind of walks of life that he has walked, the path that she has been through, vice versa. You understand my point? So when you see I'm marrying you, now you're saying that I want you to be my long life partner. So meaning that you cannot put it, you cannot say Lobola is a purchase if you still have the mentality to say that Lobola is a purchase, but yet you still say you want to have a lifelong partner that is going to be your right-hand woman, help you with this, help you with that, grow with you this, create generational wealth, and. So once you still have the mentality of saying I'm purchasing, then by all means do not even try or attempt to be in a relation with a woman, because we age quicker than men. So menopause could be around 35. Then I'm done. I cannot have kids anymore. I have back problems. I have this and that and that. Those are the challenges that you need to know that they can occur at any given time. Moving right along. An investment. When I heard you talking about investment, it then baffled me a lot, my learned colleague, because I'm still on the purchasing. I don't think we should put it like that, like a woman is a bad investment. No. Your partner if you're putting it as an investment, your partner, you know, when you're about to, when you feel that they need to say, I'm going to Lobola, you know for a fact that you have reasons why you say you want to Lobola. That is an investment for you. You're saying, I'm investing this because I want to have the rewards. So. Now that's where the mentality of purchasing also comes in. Let's not view it as an investment, but let us view it as somebody who's coming into your life to grow with you, to grow with what you have and what you guys can acquire. Those, I would say, okay, let me not shy away a lot from the investment part. Investment would be what you guys acquire together. Meaning that when you say it's a bad investment, some of the things that you acquire when you're with a woman that you've already married, that you've already lobolad and honored the family, you couldn't have achieved them if you were alone. Because the minute you start being with a woman, it's the minute you start reading the type of person that she is, that you start realizing the mentality that she brings into the relationship. Hence they say, marry for purpose. Marry for purpose. You already know that the reason I'm marrying is 1, 2, and 3. You just don't marry because you woke up one morning and say, oh, I want everything roses and loves and balloons. It does not work like that. Hence, when things go bad, leading to the divorce part, it's a matter of, oh, women are a bad investment. It's not necessarily a bad investment. You made it to be a bad investment because you did not go there for a purpose. You did not actually have the correct mentality to say, the reason I'm loboling is this. And for you to understand the concept of lobola, Showcase by now would have low rate of divorce if people understood what is the reason for one to want to get married. Okay, so I have so many facts, but I'm only left with 3 seconds, so I'm going to wrap it up like that for now. Thank you.
Right, nice. You put in a good argument. That's very nice. So, based on the information you versus my information, the viewer needs to make a choice, needs to judge. I don't know if you still have things to say, a counter close argument.
Yes, I do.
Or how much time do we have to give each other?
I think we should make it infinity. Whenever you feel like, no, I'm joking, 7 minutes will work.
Oh, 7 minutes.
Seven
so
minutes
I don't
will
have
work.
a lot of counter issues.
Okay.
But I would also put in a word to counter.
Okay. So I should start with my counter closing or?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So in closing,
let me tell you.
Yeah, you can.
You
can deduct 2 seconds.
When you're done with your presentation, your counter presentation,
Yeah.
and then I have to count.
Okay.
I get it.
You love counting, ne?
No. It's
no,
not,
you may by all means you may.
Yeah, I get it's a give and take situation.
Okay.
You speak, I listen. I speak, you listen. I get it.
You may.
All right. So my 7 minutes starts now. I won't be long, don't matter. Starts now, right? Okay. My learned colleague, you presented things that are nice, and I agree with that. But honorable member, I want you to come and take a tour with me to a dealership where me and you are going to buy a car, and this is the value of the car. When you walk into a dealership, you get a brand new car without mileage, and you ask the value of the car, they will tell you it's above 500,000 or 500,000. Why? They'll explain it's a brand new car, non-used. You will be the first owner. All the parts are new. Everything is new. Now, when you go to a dealership, another dealership, you gotta get a same value, same car, used up. You won't get it at the same price.
True.
Now, why do we have to pay an expensive amount of money for an aged woman who is not as brand new as compared to a car that we walk into a dealership? I mean, that car, as we put in value to value in a different way, A woman is used in a different way. She gets to party, she gets to drink, she gets to go out, and she gets to have relationships prior towards the marriage. And I, at the very end, have to pay almost the same value as a brand new car for a used sort of commodity. Now, how is that fair? How is that fair? Everywhere you walk in, where you find a brand new, they will tell you this is a non-used item. You will be the first person using it. When a man pays for Lobola, is the question asked, is this woman untouchable or not? If she's touchable, how many men have touched her? And also, can we assemble the mathematics within that of her value and say every 1,000 rands represents a man who has once dated her and slept with her, because they assembled her today. This is what makes her. If she is found to sleep with 10 or 5 men, that's 1,000 rands divided by the men she slept with. That gives us how much we need to pay, because every man she slept with represents the value. Remember, as it's like a brand new car, my argument was the younger she is, the high value, because of she's not touched. The older she becomes, it becomes a second hand, or a third, or a fourth, or a fifth. She is more used than when she is young. Now, why we have to pay money for a person who's old? That's also a symbol of a bad investment in Lobola. Aging in a woman is also a limitation issue. How? A woman has a specific time period of giving birth between age 23 and age 35 or 36. After that, causes problems. Now, as part of investment, if you make an investment to her and she passes that age without you give birth, is that an investment? Because after that age, the risk of her having a pure birth is an issue. Medically is an issue. So purchasing a woman is not an investment because of limitation. Age-wise, a window period of giving birth, it's so limited to a point that it gets worse as year ages. Now, when you marry a woman, the older she becomes, they say she's more getting experience. But you told me, you made an argument by saying you're acquiring maturity. You're acquiring a healthy thing. You're acquiring a person who's going to grow your stomach. Your family, so not your stomach. You're acquiring a person who's going to grow your stomach.
Forgive it. You may continue.
Please add the stomach there. In that. There's a difference between men who are single and men who are not, who are married. The size of the time grows exponentially in marriage. So marriage also becomes a better health.
Can we lower the camera?
It's fine. What you're not saying, my learned colleague, and the audience who they are at church, you didn't mention that you're acquiring bad history in men, bad in vibes in relationship. You didn't say you're acquiring bad relationship traumas, because every relationship that the woman goes in and she lives is a symbol, a sign of a symbol of an inch of trauma goes with her, because of she thought this is the life she wants to have. This is the life partner she's going to be with. And every time she walks out of a relationship, she walks out with trauma. Trauma that's going to be inherited by the next person who didn't cause that trauma. This is what you didn't say. Man acquires trauma from past relationship by the very same woman. What causes all these things is this person moving from one relationship to another. One relationship to another. I said to you, it's difficult to fill a cup that's already full. The more she ages, the more history she acquires, the more bad vibes she acquires, the more exes and trauma she acquires. The cup of a woman is already full. You as a new husband buying her, you're not going to fill up anything. It's because the cup is already full with the bad history that you acquired. That's my closing argument. the viewer.
No, I don't want to laugh, but I can't help it. So we bring drama.
It's my argument. My argument.
Woo, tell me.
My argument.
Financial muscle. Okay.
My argument. So tell me when you're ready. I'll time you.
I'm very ready.
You are ready.
I'm ready.
7 minutes.
Yes. Thank you for that. Wow, you said a mouthful, Shem. From the beginning to the end. You never missed. So, the first example that you've made, with the brand new car, dealership, mileage. We hear a lot in our generation that men saying that, I'm never gonna marry this and that because the mileage is so high. The mileage is so, because we are women and we have that thing. I'm afraid I can't say it because when it's gonna be posted, it might be muted. You know, we have the female genital part. Hence, when it's overused, you can easily tell that it's overused. It's easier for you to tell that it's overused. Hence, you guys are saying mileage. That one I understand. But remember that for both of us, for both men and females, we've been through different walks of life. You are from wherever that you come from. I'm also from wherever. Then we meet. You understand my point? And to sum everything up that you've said, it's me coming with my own traumas. It's me coming with my own angers from whatever relationship that I come from. Don't laugh. And also you coming from whatever. And then we decide to give it a try, to give a relationship a try. So for every relationship, I believe that when you're matured and knowing what you want in life, and you've reached that peak of an age where you say, I could build my own family. It's when you have realized that there's nothing out there anymore. You know, hence you guys say the mileage is high because we've been there, we've done that. But more Leona, there is no evidence, especially with the genital part. I can't tell, but your mileage is so high as well. But we can't tell because there's no evidence. You understand my point? So it's not about, I wouldn't say it's fair when you make an example of the brand new car and the second-hand used car in the dealership, and then, you know, comparing the prices and comparing the mileages. Because if I should sit down and be a detective Kamu, I would find out that your body count is even higher than someone who's already deceased in 1966. You know? So it wouldn't be fair for us to make an example based on those type of examples that our generation is making at this current particular moment and junctures in our lives. I'm moving right along. So, when you lobola and saying that you think the lobola should be 7,000 because the woman probably is over 35, has 2 kids, has. Do you also not forget that when she agrees to say, I'm gonna marry you, she's coming into your own traumas, your own demons, your own dates, your own baby mamas, your own this, your own that, your own that. You know, men have so many baggage. And one of them being that when you have children outside of wedlock. And when you have children outside of wedlock, when I come in, I am forced to say that you're Eugene's wife now. When you are Eugene's wife, you need to somehow have a relationship with those kids. Even though I don't mother the kids all together, they have their own mothers. But I am forced to say that you need to have a certain relationship with these kids. You need to understand that they're there, you know? So you can imagine even if my mileage can be high and I don't have kids, but I don't come up with dragging a whole lot of baggage. My only baggage is the anger and the traumas and you know, those ones we can deal with them sitting down to say, Fetu, I can't deal with 1, 2, 3, and 4. But now the external people that are coming, these are whole humans. Even though you pay 7,000 and they accept it, like, no, it's fine. Kama says 7,000, it's fine because she loves Eugene. It's not a bad investment. It's not a purchase. That one, actually, you should actually respect it to say, yeah, no. She has done me a solid. Because I come with a lot of things. Coming with a whole human. Me coming with my traumas. Boom, courtroom. But if we're willing to do this, we are going to do this. And let's do away with the age gap. Let's do away with the when you've reached a certain age, when you've reached a certain age, no. When two families are together and they agree to say, 10,000 rand for one, 9,000 rand, 1,000 rand, it's fine. It's okay. Lobola is for two families to hlangana and have a relationship for life. Yes. Amen. I think I'm gonna end it at just that. Because if I go lolo, then it's more than 7 minutes. Oh, I still have 1 minute. Okay. But I think I'm gonna close it at that. And thank you for the opportunity to get to speak about this, because I believe that it's a very touchy conversation, especially when it comes to women that are not married and are very much interested in getting married but can't find the right partners. It's very stressful, it's very daunting, it's not nice. When you say you have bana ba babedi, you can onyala ke manga bana ba babedi. Girl, you can still get married, you can still find love. Do not write yourself off. Somebody saying, hey, ba montsheditse mahadi 5,000 rand. It's fine. Ke mahadi a gago. Your partner did a solid and came and did what is expected for him to be to do. A tlhaba nkumo ya lona e ya 7,000 rand. It does not matter. And such relationships, they never end in divorce. They never end in divorce. Because now the husband is not looking at the fact that my woman has a high mileage, my woman this, my woman that. You all come from different walks of life. So the mileage is really too high. But ya monna ka se itse, because as I've said, a gona evidence. Mara o tlo bona ka dilo tse di tlang di fela di tla. O tlo bona gore ya. Body count. If it I Mandela. Thank you.
20 seconds. You did it.
I did.
So, without offending anyone, this is just our debate. What's supposed to be said in court, not said. What was supposed to be said somewhere else, not said. We're not into offending anyone else, but we're putting a strong argument both sides. So, you be the judge. You judge us. Yeah, because it's not fair that someone else sitting on the podium up there gets to judge you or to judge the country. So let the country be the judge of these kind of issues. Thank you. See you in the next episode, or
Yes,
seeing another.
I'm looking forward to another episode. I'm looking to another.
It's not a competition.
My ladies, do me a solid in the comment section.
It's not a competition. It's just pure court debate. Thank you.
Oxalayo. Who run the world? Girls.